Hello, morning everyone. Training today, this morning. I'm going for a max on a log floor to overhead. I've had a couple of warm-up runs. Say warm-ups? Yeah, kind of warm-ups. I'm up to 50. Going for 50 now. See how that goes. I've gone to 65 before. I think it was 65. I'd like to get 65. But I'll let you know after this 50 goes up, if it goes up. I get a bit stuck if I press. If I dip and try to push the rest of the log. I think it's just that awkward angle of the carry. But if I stop at the clean, I know I'm going to need to dip. So I'll see. We shall see. If I feel like I can one motion. If I feel like when it's there, I can go and just let it ride up. I might try that on the next one. It's just one of those X. One of those X. At the moment, that's a struggle for me. I think it's probably something I'll probably use it as another pressing variation in a couple of weeks, maybe. I want to be in the rack. I want to be in my cage rather when it's time for that. Safety first and all that.
Exactly, yeah. But I'm still not going to argue that, obviously. But I just want it to be known that that's not the reason why I'm not. You're all here for the same reason. You've got bad boyfriends. I'm not your pirate.
You've got to hate adverts on YouTube. Wouldn't mind if it was half relation to the video I was blooming watching.
It's probably the same for overheads. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I enjoy training overheads and upper body. And
I've got 60 on here now.
No, I'm not answering that either.
Do you ever think about how different you and Shannon would be if you never came onto the camera with us to talk strongman?
It would probably be more serious.
Definitely.
You're not more serious.
You bring a good, different element to it, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I get a lot of men actually say to me that their wife watches because of me.
Yeah.
It's made it a bit more acceptable to women. Like, we do say that a lot, so that's really, really nice.
Does Lars look bigger now that he's lost weight?
Not lost that much. I didn't feel like that. You know?
How did you have to plan intimacy?
Ooh.
Did it?
Ooh.
I know for some people, it is,
Oh.
isn't it? Like not doing it.
I think I should have stopped at the clean and gone for the press there.
But they're so focused that they couldn't possibly.
Oh.
But
Pent up, aggressive. Try not to do it to just try and get that out.
I'm not going to lie.
I found I was worse as a competitor because
I think this 65 might be a problem. However, I am not going to not try it. Right. If I know 62 and a half would go, which I do, I'm not going to worry about trying it. Because once you're at 90% of either your max or your perceived max, if you keep pushing it, you could cause yourself an injury. I have to remember that this sort of training, this max training, it's not, while it might not be necessarily dangerous as such, there is an element. I mean, it's as natural as a movement pattern it is, it's also a bit, I think it's not normal. It's not really normal everyday activity. You know. Even for, say, like a bodybuilder, while they do train for strength, ultimately they train for hypertrophy, which more often than not is a lighter weight for more reps.
Because if that was a rumour, I would have heard it.
Sort of strength training is heavyweight. In relation to yourself, it's heavyweight.
what do strongmen do at parties?
There has been karaoke, and Lars has partaken in some karaoke.
Now, barbell floor to overhead, I'll be honest, I'd probably feel a bit more comfortable with. It's I've never done an axle barbell yet though, so I'm not going to say anything for that. I think I'm scared of a mixed grip. The chance of tearing something, I might have to come up with a. If I ever get to a competition which involves an axle overhead, I'm going to have to come up with some sort of possible trick to getting it up there without doing a mixed hold.
Joke about him not being strong enough. Maybe this is where the start tried to walk off. He tried to walk off, and like I sucker punched him from behind because it's me. I didn't have to do anything more than that though, because someone else had seen what happened, ran and did a flying kick into his head, and then a proper fight broke out, which thankfully I wasn't involved in. The police came, people were arrested. It was a whole thing. Yeah.
How do you deal with the amount of hair this strongman can have? Shave everywhere, anti-hair gels, or just let it grow and flow?
I don't care, to be honest. Like, I don't.
You like it hair?
Yeah.
If I shave my chest, you get upset with me.
Well, that's because it grows back like bloody glass last. It's scratchy. Rough.
You prefer it?
I do like a hairy chest. You run my fingers through some hair. You don't have it on your head.
That's true. How did this find out about or get into strongman?
Through loss. Completely through loss. Yeah. He made me watch every single World's Strongest Man competition between in our first year of dating, didn't you?
That's it. We're done.
Oh, did we do it all?
The questions.
It doesn't feel like it was that bad.
It wasn't so bad. I thought the way you were making out, there was there was something there.
To be fair, I didn't include most of the really bad ones. Yeah, I had to include some, otherwise it's not fairly reflective of what was going into the inbox.
Can you remember what was the question?
Oh, there were a lot of questions about my body and like very private sexual stuff.
Right. Right. Come on. Background noise.
Sensodyne Clinical White gives 2 shades of whiter teeth and gives 24/7 care for sensitive teeth.
Just one more episode and another.
Come on.
Deliveroo now just got even better.
That big 12 combine I went to, man. I had my second. I went there. I think it was
Right.
defensive lineman.
Obviously, I'm not too happy with that. I felt like it was going to go.
540s.
It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous.
I am going to give it one more go.
We didn't have running backs, wide receivers running 4 540s, and
Not going to lie,
and
it's
these
obviously
guys are 300 pounds, 6'6",
gutting to not get there.
just motoring, man, and they're.
Now, could you imagine?
I mean, this is why you've got to
real football players, like
really
that would have been amazing.
think it through when you, if you know you're hitting the max and potentially going beyond. Don't overdo it on the warm-ups.
Get ready, bros. We're coming. Get the eyes of Texas. Oh, jeez, here we go. I can't wait to football season. I can't either.
This is after like post WrestleMania. Like, is there really another? I mean, I like baseball, but
Definitely going to work on push press.
Now it's like, all right, it's time to get the pool ready.
It's time to get the pool ready.
Smoke some cigars.
We may even do push presses as a accessory
what we're seeing with this
after doing this.
I thought about this on the second night of
Or I
Mania.
could do that tomorrow for my mini workout. I might do that tomorrow actually for the mini workout. Rep push presses with, I don't know, maybe 50% of what I put on here, maybe a little bit less.
These two guys, there's no belt on them.
Right.
It's a mid-card match that in any other promotion.
It's not necessarily easy-ish
match, right?
if my kids are deciding to fight about anything. Right.
That was one of the best matches of all.
I think my legs feel a little bit wobbly. Whether that came from the attempted push probably did, in all fairness, it probably did. I think I definitely need to work on my strict push press with a log, definitely.
That's a problem that they've had, for a while is depth. Like they had
But it gives me an idea of where I'm at.
but now they really have depth.
I could probably say 62.5 would be my max for the log.
Be on this hard.
Yeah, well, that's always been a difficult, like, who's on, who doesn't get on, and it's
Right.
another reason why it's kind of nice that they have two nights.
I'm gonna get my breath from the bottom, not from the top.
Off year round, and that's kind of the reward, is to be able to get a spot on Mania, and then gradually work your way up that card.
I mean, I'm gonna stop recording because you don't want to hear my kids rowing.
It's just crazy to think that that was a mid card match, but I mean,
I don't want to hear my kids rowing, but I live with them.
You got so many guys that have come up, like the Judgment, those guys, like Damian Priest and Dominic. My goodness, like you haven't had that kind of heel in so long, right? That has just carried that kind of. The women, my goodness.
And Becky Lynch for the Monday one.
No.
And I'm going,
Damn it!
who's going to follow this?
Right.
No.
Open,
I think my pins are feeling it.
That's a top tier.
I haven't quite got the strength in the legs to push that.
First match of the night, right?
So,
And I'm sitting there thinking, usually get you a match, get yourself warmed
not gonna lie, slightly disappointed. You can probably tell, but
and
it is what it is. Not every day is going to be a max.
Rhea Ripley is just,
She's
Let's finish with a smile, though.
she's obviously had a nice year.
Yeah, genuine, innit? All right, now, guys. Well, I'm gonna shut this off because again, these videos need 20 minutes. My phone's going to take forever and a day to upload it. I'm going to finish off with some accessory stuff.
she's a superhero.
As I say, I definitely know a weakness there with this. I think it's two things.
That's what I
One,
because you just got two
it's the shape. It's just, I think it's just that awkwardness of the shape.
you got Bailey
So I need to work on my strict and my dip. Yeah, so I'll work on my strict press with the log, and I'll work on my push press with the log as well. I'm probably going to split up the log now and work each one separately as a max. So that'll be the cleans, how much I can max on a clean, what I can max on a strict press, and what I can max on a push press. But yeah, no editing. I'm not gonna shave off that and pretend I finished on 60 and that was it. But I'm gonna go because you don't want to hear my kids kicking off. Right, I'll see you on the next video. Maybe make it a little bit of a happier one, happier ending. Alright, ta-da.